So, I want to tell you about this place. An impossible place, really. It's called the Orphanage, and it exists at the very, very end of time. It's like the last warm spot in a universe that's just going cold. And in this place, there's a girl named Sable. She can't sleep. And while she's up, she just watches the sky. And she knows deep down something is terribly wrong. That sky, it's just this faded color now. And those points of light she's always known, they're vanishing. So what does she do? She counts. Tonight, she gets to 17. Just 17. She remembers last month, there were 23. The number just keeps going down. And you know that feeling in your gut? That's what she has. She knows this isn't just some random change. This feels like an ending.
But here's the thing. Sable isn't the only one who's noticed. Her friend, Pell. Now, Pell is the kind of person who writes everything down. And he's been tracking the exact same thing in his notebooks. This terrifying decline. And when you put their notes together, wow. The picture is stark. Pell's very first count was 46. 46 points of light. And tonight, 17. This isn't just a feeling anymore, you know? It's not a guess. The numbers don't lie. It's a straight-up, undeniable trend, and it's heading in the wrong direction. And Pell, he's all about evidence, right? Not belief, just facts. And he comes to this really simple but absolutely chilling conclusion. He has no idea what those lights actually are, but he knows what the numbers mean. Whatever they are, the universe is running out. So what do you do when you're faced with a mystery like that? Well, Sable and Pell head to the only place they can think of, the Orphanage's library. And this isn't just any library. It's vast, seemingly infinite. And all the books, they all seem to be about endings. But the thing is, the books don't just hand them the answer. It's not that simple. Instead, it's like they're hearing echoes of the same idea over and over. You've got books describing ancient ice melting, and with it, losing all the memories of the air it once held. And then there are stories about the very last speakers of dead languages. You start to see the pattern, right? Every single book is about a different kind of archive, a unique record, being lost forever. And this search eventually leads them to this hidden room. It's full with screens, but they're not playing movies or anything like that. No, each screen just shows darkness. A completely different, unique kind of darkness. Pell has a name for them, former places. Think about that. These are the final records of worlds where all the lights have already gone out. So Sable's just standing there, in front of the darkness of a dead world. And she just feels this instinct, this need to bear witness to whatever was lost. So she whispers to the screen, "I see you." It's this simple act of acknowledgement, you know, for a place that's gone. And it's a huge clue to a purpose she doesn't even know she has yet.
Okay, so now they have all these pieces of the puzzle, right? Sable takes a deep breath and goes to confront the matron, this ancient guardian of the orphanage. It's time. She needs the truth. And with everything she's seen, the fading stars, all those books about loss, that room full of darkness, it all starts to click into place. One single thought forms in her mind, and she asks the one question that's going to change absolutely everything. And the matron's answer, it's just staggering. She tells them, you're not just orphans, you're archives. Living archives. Every single one of the 11 children in this place is the last pure, distilled record of an entire civilization. So the orphanage itself, it's like a final act of saving something precious. The matron, who's been around for, well, who knows how long, she built this place specifically to gather up the last little bits, the essences of consciousness from all over this dying universe. It's a safe place to hold the final memories of everything that ever thought, everything that ever felt. The matron goes on to explain that each child, inside them, carries the entire legacy of a totally unique way of being conscious. It's the final echo of literally billions of lives. And suddenly, it all makes sense, doesn't it? Pell's constant need to write everything down? Well, he's from a civilization of archivists. Moth, another child, her incredible precision, she comes from a people who only cared about the essential thing. Even Younger's constant sleepiness, that's the legacy of a culture that explored the universe through their dreams. Every kid's deepest personality trait,
is actually the echo of their lost world. And then, Sable finally understands herself. That relentless curiosity she's always had, that constant need to ask why, it's not just her personality. It's the final expression of an entire civilization that believed the question was always more important than the answer. So, once the truth is out, everything changes. The children all gather together in the garden, and they decide right then and there to share what they now know they carry inside them. They're finally going to become what they were always meant to be, the very last company of conscious minds in the entire universe.
And it's Pell, the archivist, who goes first. He closes his notebook, which is a huge deal for him, and he offers the one gift his whole civilization was built to give, the act of witness. He just looks at the garden, at the fading sky, at each of his friends, and he says, "I see you."
Next is Moth, the minimalist, and she does what she does best. She offers this perfect, essential summary of what each child represents. And then she turns to Sable and she says something really important. She says that Sable's questioning spirit, that was the catalyst. It was the spark that let all of them figure out their purpose before it was all over. So here they are, sharing these last incredible moments, literally fulfilling the purpose of billions upon billions of lives. And all the while, the sky just keeps on fading. The count is down to 12 now. And that's where the story leaves us, really, with a pretty profound question for you to think about. If you were the one, if you were the final record of our civilization, the one person chosen to be preserved at the very end of time, what essential part of us, of humanity, would you be chosen to carry?